Avoid these foods for a healthier heart. Improving your diet lowers your risk of heart disease in many ways, including helping to lower high cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood sugar and insulin levels, as well as preventing obesity and improving the function of your heart and blood vessels. If you are watching your heart health, following foods should not make it onto your meal plan very often. In fact, if you cut them out of your diet, your heart will be healthier for it. Processed meats, how much to eat, preferably none, or at most 2 servings per week. Serving size, 2 to 3 ounces. The evidence: processed meats are those preserved using salt, nitrates, and other preservatives. They include hot dogs, bacon, sausage, salami, and other dairy meats, which including daily ham, turkey, bologna, and chicken. Long-term observational studies have found that the worst types of meats for the heart are those that are processed. Why it harms the heart? It's likely that the high levels of salt and preservatives found in processed meats are part of the problem. Highly refined and processed grains and carbohydrates. How much to eat? Preferably none, or at most 7 servings per week. Serving size, 1 ounce. The evidence: many studies have linked whole grain intake in place of starches and refined carbohydrates to a lower risk of heart disease, diabetes, and possibly stroke. Whole grains are also linked to lower weight gain over time. This makes sense considering that the whole grains lower blood pressure and cholesterol and may improve blood vessel functions and reduce hunger. Why it harms the heart? Refined or processed foods, including white bread, white rice, lower fiber breakfast cereals, sweets and sugars, and other refined or processed carbohydrates. Why aren't those foods healthy? First, high levels of processing remove many of the most healthful components in whole grains, such as dietary fibers, minerals, phytochemicals, and fatty acids. Second, high levels of processing destroy the food's natural structure. For example, eating a food made of finely milled oats, example Cheerios, or grains, example typically finely milled whole grain bread, produces much higher spikes in blood sugar than less processed versions such as steel-cut oats or stone ground bread. Third, processing often adds many ingredients that are less healthy, particularly trans fats, sodium, and sugars. Fourth, some research shows that the fructose is metabolized differently than other sugars in a way that increases the liver productions of new fat. Fructose represents about half of the sugars in sweeteners, like high fructose corn syrup or sucrose. That's not to suggest that you never eat a slice of pie or white bread, just make them an occasional treat rather than a regular part of your diet. Soft drinks and other sugary drinks. How much to eat? Preferably none, or at most 7-8 ounce servings per week. The evidence: Americans are drinking more and more of their calories instead of, or in addition to, eating them. Most of the increase is from sugary drinks, especially sodas, sweetened fruit drinks, and sport drinks. A 12-ounce can of soda contains the equivalent of 10 teaspoons of table sugar. Diet sodas are sugar-free or low in calories but have no nutrients. Why it harms the heart? Sugar drinks have all the same ill effects of the heart as highly refined and processed carbohydrates. Research also showed that your body does not compute calories you ingest in liquid form in the same way it does the calories you take in the form of solid foods. So if you add a soda to your meal, you are likely to eat about the same amount of calories from the rest of your food as you've drank water instead. The soda calories are just added on, in addition to the other harms of highly refined and processed carbohydrates. Sugary drinks also increase your chance of weight gain.